Hello there, thank you for joining me for That's Just the Way It Is. I'm your host, BC. If I listened to the news, the briefing from Washington, the White House, Washington, D.C., and they're talking about the Healthcare Reform Act, Obamacare, and what they believe, what they say is going to be good for the country. Okay, my thing is, if you can afford health insurance, you got health insurance. I don't know anybody in their right mind walking around who can afford health insurance and don't have it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. A lot of people can't afford it because they got families. They got, you got to weigh your options on whether to put food on somebody's plate. Mainly your kids, or have insurance, or for whenever they get sick. That's if they get sick. A lot of times kids do get sick. But anyway, you got people, unemployment is outrageous, so they're not going to be able to afford it. You got the poor people who live from paycheck to paycheck, they're not going to be able to afford it. And, you got people, this is not really a good thing. They're going to have penalties, they're going to have all kinds of things, and it's stuff that's outrageous. It don't even make sense. I don't know what the government's planning on doing with all this money that they're going to, force you to pay, and that's what it is. Where's your freedom whenever, your freedom's being taken away a little bit at a time, and nobody really seems to understand that. So, because whenever someone says that you have to do this, guess what? That means you don't have a choice. A choice is freedom. We ain't got that freedom, so our freedom's being taken. Basically, our freedom's being taken away. The only prayer that we have, as far as this getting taken care of, is our next election. Somebody to go ahead and get rid of this. We'll go ahead and get some people in office that knows what they're doing, and go ahead and overturn this and say, you know what, this is not a good idea. Not even the website's working. They say they're working on it, but the website's not even working. So it is not a good thing. We really need to pay attention to what we're doing, because I've heard people say, I can't believe they're doing this. Well, guess what? The man said he was going to do this. The man said in his first term he was going to do this. Now it's coming about, and everybody's wanting to have a fit about it. And the thing of it is, he said he was going to do this. All right, people, you need to pay attention to what you're doing. You're going to vote. You're voting for people not even knowing what they're talking about, and that's not good. That's not a good thing. I think a lot of people voted because their friends voted for them, or they voted for them for color, or people was just upset about Bush, or something stupid. And Bush had nothing to do with the last two elections, so I don't know what people are thinking. Because Bush had already had his turn. He had 8 years in there, and he got out. And the man, he's off playing golf somewhere. He's not even got anything to do with none of this. And everybody said, well, he was going to fix what Bush did. The man ain't fixed nothing. He's made things worse, and he's making America pay for it. I can tell you, people, you don't understand, are not going to be able to afford this. Either you're going to have employment and get insurance, or you're going to have to, pay a penalty, and the penalty is so high, you ain't going to be able to pay for it. I think it's like $695 a person. This is crazy. So anyway, I think we need to, as a recap, I think we need to pay attention to who we're voting for and what they're saying. I think we need to pay attention to what's going on in our country. And I think people just need to understand that, hey, look, if you're a blooming idiot, let's go back onto the other side of the fence and at least become an idiot, and we learn from our mistakes. Thank you for joining me.